G'day fellas, here we are with something a bit different. There's the local black and tan, an ale and stout in one. Usually you have to get them poured separately together. The old Guinness, half ale. And let's look at the colour of that. Oh yeah, black and tannish colour. Yeah, got a bit of a head. I'm going to share this one with Johnny, me mate.
Thanks, Trev.
And that looks nice. Alright, I used to drink a black and tan. If I go to the Irish pubs all around the world, I have a black and tan. Cheers, me mate. Have a try of that.
Cheers, Trev.
Wow, honey.
Well, that's juicy.
Juicy, isn't it? Oh, that's lovely. That's like honey. Alright guys, that's the black and tan. I reckon that's a really good different drink. 4.9%. It's all naturally premium brewed local brewery. Small one out in Gippsland. Oh, that's gorgeous. Anyway, just like to mention a short story on Thailand. The first time I went there, we were staying in these huts on Chawang Noi Beach. They cost 30 baht a night. It was about $1.50 at the time. And I met these guys there. And they're pretty wild blokes. They were a couple of Canadians. And there was a Queenslander, Julian, Graham and Daryl. And we're all staying in these huts on the beach. It was awesome. We all had girls, and you'd wake up in the morning, they'd have the aerobics music on, and they'd been doing aerobics on the beach all topless, all the girls. Be 10 of them. It was unreal. That's paradise, I tell you. I remember one night, I had a huge storm, and it was raining, and the lightning, and the whole works. And our cabin was blowing that hard, and the storm, that the door would come open. We didn't have a lock on the door. And yeah, I was just watching out the door. We just didn't even get up and shut the door again, you know. We just kept at it. It was awesome. Looking at the wild storm lightning hitting the beach. And we were on the beach. It was fantastic. Just, you know, huge waves pounding right next to you, coming up underneath the hut, you know. It was pretty wild. Anyway, that's Thailand in the olden days, back in the 80s when it was dirt cheap. You were there back then, weren't you, Johnny? When was the earliest you went there?
First time I went to Thailand was in 1974.
Wow.
I was there
10 years before me.
the end of 1973
With your dad?
with my dad, yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, that would have been a great introduction.
Yeah.
Your dad was a man of the world. That would have been fantastic. Awesome, mate. Great experience.
To be honest, I haven't been down the south of Thailand terribly much. Haven't ventured terribly much sort of past Hua Hin, you know, so I like that. But I went down to Phuket, down at Patong with my first wife. Thanks, Trev. And
What did you think then?
well, she was pregnant. That was grouse. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's something different. Patong. Been there a few times.
It's different now.
Well, I don't stay there personally. It's too noisy for me.
Well, it's full of
Too many bars and...
Aussie honeymooners.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It's full of Aussie honeymooners.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't like Patong. I don't stay there.
see
You go
Aussie-
there for a night out, you know. You go for a walk down that main strip there. And you go to, you know, the Tiger
Normally
Disco.
see Aussies in Bangkok and I run the other direction sometimes.
You go to the Tiger Disco.
Where?
Tiger Disco.
Where's that?
In the main strip of Patong.
Oh, Patong.
Yeah, and you have a good night in there. That's a good.
Last time
good
I went to
nightclub.
Patong, it was all grass huts. You know,
Yeah,
all the
oh,
bars
yeah.
were grass huts, so I imagine it's
Yeah.
somewhat changed now.
Yeah, it's moved on a little bit since
Yeah.
that. It's all concrete now.
Yeah,
Shopping centres.
yeah,
Should see the size of them.
yeah. You got any more beer?
Nah,
What?
We just drank
We got
3.
sake, haven't we?
Yeah, we got sake.
We'll
We'll
give
get
that-
on to the sake
we'll
now.
give that a belt.
All right, fellas. Thanks for that. And yeah, a bit of a story about Thailand. Just got a message on one of the videos on Johnny's channel that he had a bit of a wild night one time, and I was saying that my channel, I don't mention anything too extreme or wild, and maybe I should. I don't know. We're going to have a bit of a talk about this, I reckon. Maybe we should do a wild stories special or something. Saturday. What do you think, Johnny?
Yes. What's that day?
Well, a wild story. Like Nick's just told me this huge wild story of him on cocaine and wrapped in an ancient Spanish flag and all this sort of shit.
Who said that?
Well, Nick Kennelly, on one of his.
Oh, Nick's the resident mongrel.
No,
Nick's the resident
he's-
terrier. Don't worry about Nick. Nick's a lunatic.
I love
Nick's
him.
worse than Ivan.
No, I love him.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's
I love
all-
him too.
It's all about what you've done, you know? You know, it's what you've done. Yeah. So what you've done, Johnny, is, you know, you can share that. And I know you don't want to share things that you've done that are considered maybe illegal. Maybe that didn't hurt anyone else, but, you know, talking about...
I've never done anything illegal in my life,
Well, that's...
Oh, that fucking cough of mine.
Oh, big buggers. So what do you reckon of the M7? How's that
What do you
progressing?
mean, what do I reckon? Yeah.
Yeah, that's progressing.
Oh,
You got
stay
any-
tuned.
Yeah.
Trevor and I are just about to do a talker with Trev, so it's all coming up, folks.
All right, fellas. Well, that's great. I'll wrap that up. I don't want to make these videos too long. It gets a bit boring, but we're having a great time here. I could better dig up some beers or something. I think what we had last time, Dom.
Oh, please don't.
We dug the Dom out
we
last
have that?
time.
Oh, please.
Yeah, we've had some big days around here. I went the absinthe about a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, since then, you've been crook, I've been crook. So we've both been on the make. Anyway, we're both good now. We're both well. We'll scull those beers like they were waters. Anyway, let's move on. Cheers, fellas.